work? Yes, it does. And this VA screen is so dark I can't really see much. Yeah, I'm sure I've got black bars on the sides. Window capture. Okay. Wait, where did that go? Oh. Okay. In about a minute, we will have the start of the AMD launch. Hope it's good this time. Cautionary statement. Lovely. Let's get this up to speed. Yes, we don't need music. Lisa time! Are the mom jeans back? That's the question.
Welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It's so exciting to be here back in Las Vegas in person, so thank you all for joining us and being part of our audience, and also welcome to all of you who are joining us online from around the world. So are you excited for today? We have some amazing new products to show you, so let's go ahead and get started. And you guys all know us well. At AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing, and really using technology to create solutions to the world's most important challenges. Now, whether you're talking about cloud services or 5G networks or AI or automotive or PCs, AMD technology is truly everywhere, touching the lives of billions of people every single day. Now, we're in an incredibly busy time for AMD. It's an incredible period of innovation. We're in the midst of introducing actually 4 new architectures to the market across more than a dozen products. So if you look at it, we started with the Ryzen 7000 launch in September, and many of you joined us there. Next week, we're gonna bring Zen 4 to high-end server processors, and then soon after that to notebook PCs. And we also have our Zen 4C.
Yeah, no, we only care about RDNA 3.
And our next-gen XDNA architecture that are gonna launch in 2023. But of course, today
is
all about gaming, and we're here to talk about our next generation gaming architecture with RDNA 3.
How's that?
Now, just a minute about gaming, right? We all love gaming. Gaming is really in AMD's DNA. And when you look through 2025, we're expecting 3.5 billion gamers in the world. And our goal is really to push the limits of gaming innovation to really provide the best solutions across the board together with all of our gaming partners. So whether you're talking about developers creating new games and experiences, or you're talking about the companies that are serving the content, or you're playing your games on your devices, or you're a streamer that are really trying to stream those experiences to other gamers, our mission is to bring you the best experience possible for all of your gaming platforms. Now, Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics are really at the heart of all of the world's most popular gaming devices, including the top gaming PC OEM systems, cloud gaming services, Sony PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Valve Steam Deck. We're also bringing gaming to automotive with the newest generation of Teslas. And of course, for all of the folks out there who are building your own PCs, we love the DIY market for all of the PCs that you build. Now, when you think about that, why is gaming so important to AMD? It's really all about pushing the envelope.
Gaming isn't as important as they're talking.
Just over a month ago, we launched our next generation desktop PC processor, the Ryzen 7000.
Server and business is like their biggest market.
Advanced processors for gamers and creators. And the response has been really incredible. We have leadership performance per watt, we have phenomenal gaming and creative performance. And
although I guess they do have a good thing going with the consoles.
5nm. Now, with Ryzen 7000, we also launched our next generation AM5 desktop platform, which has all of the latest I/O, and we're committing to delivering socket longevity on that through 2025 and beyond for lots of future upgrades. And we also know that people love AM4, and AM4 is going to continue for a long, long time. And for there, Ryzen 7 5800X3D is also a fantastic choice for gamers. Now, today, it's all about the next generation of Radeon graphics.
Yes,
and how we deliver the future of
unlike Intel, who only gave us like 2 minutes of GPU talk.
So let me start and tell you a little bit about RDNA 3. We really set truly ambitious goals for RDNA 3. And as you know, at the forefront for what we're doing is it's all about power and energy efficiency. And we want to make sure that we continue to innovate around performance per watt leadership to enable all of the gamer upgrades to be done with fantastic performance, but at a reasonable power. And we also wanted to significantly raise the bar in performance to support the next generation of 4K gaming and beyond, and really recognize that there are a lot of faster and higher resolution displays. And then finally, we also look at it as not just about the chip and not just about the card, but really what is the gaming experience we can bring. And that means new AMD software features, that means platform technologies, and really end-to-end solutions with our CPUs and GPUs and software.
Oh, I don't know,
together.
because I can't use 7.
So there's
they
a
gonna
lot
go
of
9?
innovation in RDNA 3, and we'll tell you all about it today. Now, there's a lot been said about our new chiplet design, so let me start with our chiplet design. This is the world's first chiplet gaming GPU. Now, why did we use chiplets? Chiplets really allow us to use a modular approach to optimize the performance
Auto captions having
efficiency
fun.
of the overall design. And so with our chiplets, like we've done on the CPU side, on the GPU side, we're mixing and matching the right technology for each function. Now, the graphics compute die is a high-performance 5-nanometer technology design, and it contains all of the high-performance compute in the GPU. That includes the shaders, the display engine, and a brand new media engine as well. And then the other die is a memory cache die, and it's built in 6-nanometer process technology and includes the memory subsystem that features the GDDR6 controllers, as well as up to 96 megabytes of infinity cache. And as a result, we have just an incredible capability with more than 61 teraflops of compute. By the way, do you guys think you need 61 teraflops of compute? We also have the world's fastest chiplet interconnect to enable 5.3 terabytes per second of peak bandwidth. And that allows us to unlock the full potential of 24 gigabytes of GDDR6. So altogether, when you put that together, we have 58 billion transistors in this design, which gives us just an incredible amount of gaming performance. It sounds like there's a few
give us actual numbers. Teraflops means nothing.
Okay, so now let me show you for the very first time our newest chiplet.
A flop is a floating point operation. It meant a whole lot back in the day. It means way less now. Yay, she brought a prop to show and tell.
This may be my favorite part of my job, I think. All right, so look, as I said earlier, we set very ambitious goals for RDNA 3, especially around energy efficiency. And I'm pleased to say that we actually exceeded our goals. So our engineers did a fantastic job, and we made great improvements between RDNA 1 and RDNA 2. And with RDNA 3, we actually achieved a 54% gen-over-gen improvement in performance per watt. And when you put all of that together into what really matters, we're about building the best products for you. So today, I'm incredibly proud that we're going to announce our first 2 RDNA 3 graphics cards. The Radeon RX.
So they're going 7-9. What?
XTX with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6.
They're mixing their CPU and their GPU names now, and it's awful.
So you can imagine these are just incredible gaming cards.
Like, do you have a 7900 in your system? Like, is that the CPU or the GPU?
To take you through all of the exciting product details. Sam?
No, Mama Sue.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Well, as she said, with RDNA 3, our vision was to engineer the most advanced 4K and 8K gaming platform for gamers and creators, containing the features, performance, and efficiency to provide the best gaming experience. To achieve this vision, we have brought unprecedented innovation.
Yeah, give us the charts. Show us the charts.
Now, it's my privilege to hit on a few of those highlights for you this morning. The first and most evident innovation is that we have leveraged our industry-leading expertise in chiplets, honed on our Ryzen and
Yeah, Jensen is sitting there quivering.
Chiplet architecture to GPUs. The magic of chiplet design is being able to use the right technology for the right
no, Jensen doesn't really care. He knows they're still going to beat NVIDIA.
Connected with high
they're going to beat AMD in sales, even if it's not as good.
With the graphics compute die, we spend that precious 5-nanometer silicon where it matters, in the core GPU engine, where all the computation occurs to enable great performance and performance per watt. For that small memory cache die, we use the mature 6-nanometer technology to implement the GDDR6 memory interfaces and our second-generation Infinity Cache. These diminutive but powerful MCDs feature a second-generation Infinity Cache, each connected to 64 bits of high-speed GDDR6 memory, combined up to a width of 384 bits. We've tuned this Infinity Cache to enable better data reuse with less capacity to accomplish several things for us. With the high hit rates, it directly sources most of the memory requests, and this delivers data to the engine in less time and uses less power than going out to DRAM. With our high bandwidth Infinity Fabric chiplet interconnect, we've increased the peak bandwidth from our RDNA 2 implementation by an astonishing 2.7 times. And that's where
the reference 6900 XT was better performance in raw rasterization than this 3090.
So now
for $500 less.
Click down into that graphics
and people still were buying 3090s. I mean, they were paying $2,000 for 3090s.
Where we've continued with our area efficient unified
when the reference cards were actually pretty easy to get at one point.
Rendering, AI,
6800 XT, it was always hard to get, but it was the best price performance of any graphics card at that point.
This GCD is a key part of delivering a great gaming experience.
6700 XT was pretty solid too for its price point, and it was easy to get.
All of the latest
people just keep buying NVIDIA
with our media and display engines. Now to the core of the engine, which is the new unified RDNA 3 compute unit, specifically optimized for high-resolution gaming. The key word here is unified, which means we have a tightly integrated unit which shares resources to deliver the most power and area-efficient performance. We've tuned it to provide
gamers don't care about efficiency; they want performance.
Additional AI acceleration capabilities, and greatly enhanced ray tracing acceleration. All of this is fed by a general purpose register file with 50% more capacity than the RDNA 2 design, which boosts the performance of all the functions. To deliver this well-rounded feature set, we've leveraged 5-nanometer to the full.
Okay, I know they do.
54% more transistors in less area.
Business sector in general just cares about efficiency.
5%. Well, as every chip designer knows,
at a data center level, a couple of percent is a massive difference in just overall cost.
As every chip designer knows, smaller is faster and more power.
I don't think we're going to get to where you need the big double PSUs, basically. Big buck.
Now, looking at the stream processors,
I mean, you can buy those because they were used in mining, but I don't think the traditional consumer is ever going to want to be doing that.
That'll utilize the data paths by issuing 2 different instructions down each 32-lane SIMD, or we can use them in parallel like we did in RDNA 2. We can issue different integer or floating point operations down each SIMD data path, mixing and matching based on...
Yeah, data center, a few percent can have massive impacts on cost,
frame render times for
which is just straight impact to the bottom line.
Utilization of all the functions in the compute unit. It handles now 2 times more instructions per clock. So we have also greatly enhanced the RDNA AI acceleration. And AI, of course, enables a host of capabilities that are growing in importance to the gaming community. And we've increased the AI throughput for...
You're going to have to undervolt or underclock to run a 4090 on a SF750.
These share the same register files, caches, and...
Why would you even be using a full SFX PSU with a 4090?
And the enhancements...
Are there any cases that don't support an SFXL that do support a 4090?
In the most area and power efficient way possible. Setting RDNA 3 up to exploit the current and future uses of AI. The final enhancement to mention to our compute unit is the ray tracing acceleration, which is built on new instructions in the shader and support for DXR ray flags and many improvements for ray.
I thought most circuits were good up to like 1800 watts continuous pull, big buck.
The ability to enable more rays in flight with that 50% larger general purpose register file that I mentioned before, combined with larger L0 and L1 caches to back it up.
I mean, in the US, most builds, I believe, have 15 amp circuits, which is 1800 watts.
More performance per compute unit. Next, I want to introduce you to our Radiance display engine, featuring the industry's first DisplayPort 2.1 and
They gotta push that over NVIDIA.
graphics card.
They get to say first. Now, you know they felt good about that.
DisplayPort enables 480 hertz refresh rates at 4K resolution and up to 165 at 8K. And the 12 color bits per channel enables an incredible 68 billion colors for amazingly realistic images and graphics. And with the display link bandwidth of up now to 54 gigabits per second, we have doubled that bandwidth.
I'm pretty sure toasters.
And this supports the unprecedented.
I mean, I've seen 1500 watt like space heaters and toasters and stuff. Nothing, I guess, that's meant to be run continually for long periods of time.
2 simultaneous encode or decode streams, up to 8K 60, or AVC and HEVC. It supports AV1 encode and decode, while also leveraging AI enhancements to improve video encoding and conference quality. And by greatly increasing the frequency inside the media engine, we delivered up to 1.8x the performance versus RDNA 2, reducing export times almost in half. So now a bit more about clock speeds. These are obviously critical to performance.
Yeah, like if you look at Home Depot, all of the heaters are going to be 1500 watts. Unless you go for a small one, but like 1500 watts is the best because everyone wants to be the best.
So we recognize that we could utilize higher frequencies in a smarter, more power-efficient way by using our new to RDNA 3 decoupled shader engine frequencies to run only the front end.
You're not sorry, Zipper.
2.5 gigahertz, while the shaders operate at a more efficient 2.3 gigahertz, which is still 15% higher than RDNA 2 at launch. With this sort of advanced power management, we deliver the maximum frames per second while also saving up to 25% power. This contributes to our remarkable.
If FSR can get anywhere close to DLSS 3, I will be significantly
impressed. With the higher
impressed.
Frequency and the new dual issue RDNA 3 compute units, we enable a 2.7x leap in raw compute power. You heard it from Lisa, a remarkable 61.6 teraflops of performance in this engine. Well, putting it all together, we have delivered on our vision by inventing the world's first chiplet-based gaming GPU, enabling the optimal use of 5 nanometer technology, delivering 15% higher frequencies at 54% better power efficiency. Our advanced chiplet internet.
They're just trying to overwhelm us with numbers now.
1.7x leap in peak bandwidth.
Give us easy to read graphs.
60+ teraflop engine. The new unified RDNA 3 compute units have twice the instructions per clock, enabling them to fully utilize our data paths
been a while.
And provide
Trick or Treat hasn't been over in the YouTube yet, but he did show up on Twitch this morning.
In the most power and area efficient way. We connect this rendering horsepower to the industry's first GPU DisplayPort 2.1 to support massive refresh rates and include the encode and decode for all the.
I love the shiny floor. It's so good.
Is what we set out to achieve. The most advanced GPU optimized for gamers and creators. Now I'd like to hand it over to Scott.
Of course they're pushing the DisplayPort 2.1. They're so proud that they beat NVIDIA to it.
What's up, gamers? How is everybody doing today?
I already don't like this guy.
We've been working on this for 3 years, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of hours in our engineering group. And I'm sure they're tuning in today, but I can't be more proud of what they've been able to create.
This guy gives me the energy of
great for us, and it's going to be a
trying to be the cool boss.
Now, I know what you want to see.
When in reality, he'll exploit you really bad.
Right? You want to see that?
That's just the vibe.
Sounds good, but you're going to have to stay for a little bit to get availability and price, but I'll show you performance. I'll show you some performance. So today, 4K.
I don't remember anybody memeing this guy.
According to IDC, in the last 5 years, there is 3 times increase in shipments of 4K monitors. And the Radeon RX 7900 XTX is going to be the perfect card to power your games at 4K. In pure rendering, the 7900 XTX is up to 1.7 times faster.
Well, I mean, you're already seeing stupid things like a 1650 watt ATX 3.0 power supply. And it's not even a platinum. It's 80 plus gold.
Now that you've seen the performance, allow me to introduce the Radeon RX 7900 XTX.
Ooh, 24 gig.
Take a
EV1,
good look. We've
355 watts.
spent a lot of time optimizing this car, but more importantly, making sure that you're going to be proud when you put it into your rig.
The
Absolutely.
6900 XT was
This gaming
already
card is built
better
to
than the
provide exciting
3090.
performance in 4K resolution and beyond. RDNA 3-based GPUs are like no other. It features 96 unified RDNA 3.
Yeah, I like the design this gen. The only problem is that stripe makes me think about a BMW.
Of GDDR6 with 384-bit support. This card is future-ready with AV1 encode and decode for streaming and video export.
No, please, no Slav squatting during an AMD announcement. No, that would be too cringe.
80 frames per second or 8K 165 frames per second gaming capabilities. All, ladies and gentlemen, with a board power of just 355 watts. The XTX.
Yeah, 355 watts with 24 gig and faster than the 6900 XT.
We are also announcing the Radeon RX 7900 XT, a massive leap in performance over the last generation.
Now, if AMD cards worked well with
deepfake
deepfake software, that'd be a huge deal.
And comes with 20 gigabytes of 320-bit GDDR6 memory with the same support for AV1 and DisplayPort 2.1. The 7900 series gaming cards are industry leaders in performance per watt.
I wait until we get actual benchmarks, Sojim. But these are looking pretty solid.
There's no need for a new power adapter.
If that XTX is under $1,400, that's
We made it
good.
as easy as pulling out your old card and putting in a new one. Previous generation enthusiast GPUs, including those recently launched by our competitor, only support DisplayPort 1.4.
They're so proud of that DisplayPort thing.
But with the RX 7900 series of GPUs, it'll allow you
to
actually see
they're pushing like no power adapter, no DisplayPort.
DisplayPort 2.1 monitor. If you are paying that much money for a brand new gaming card, you should demand a GPU.
Okay, I like this guy now. I really like this guy now.
The 7900 series can give you that. And starting in early 2023, incredible new generation of displays at a range
He's
of
just
resolution
throwing it all out
from
there.
leading display vendors will start rolling out to gamers, including this sneak peek from our friends at Samsung with their brand new.
I mean, they are good selling points, but it's hilarious.
To be the first DisplayPort 2.1 8K. I'll say that again, 8K ultra widescreen gaming monitor ever. What do you think?
Wait, what resolution would be an 8K ultra wide? And where can I get one? That's not $10,000 because it's going to be $10,000, I'm sure.
Yes, in January of 2023. And to power high refresh.
Oh yeah, true. I guess it's basically just two 4K monitors. That'd be 32 by 9.
Which includes technologies such as
I bet that's beautiful.
Super resolution and smart access memory. Combined with our new unified RDNA 3 compute units, the Radeon RX 7900 series delivers the next generation.
It's going to cost you a liver, though.
AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR, technology works on all modern GPUs to provide high-fidelity visuals.
I'm down with balding at Chad face. That works.
In just 16 months, FSR will be available in 216 games, proving just how compelling open technologies are for the entire industry.
And he's throwing it out there with the open source stuff.
2.2 reduces super resolution temporal ghosting.
That is one place that AMD just rocks, is open source on Linux.
Horizon 5 soon. Now, 1440p gaming displays with high refresh rates continue to be one of the fastest growing.
It'd actually be really cool if they massively undercut NVIDIA just to scoop back market share.
You will be able to reach the game's hard frame rate cap of 300.
Because right now their market share is rough.
And in other popular titles, the 7900 XTX can push your games to its limit.
DisplayPort 2.1.
Games like Overwatch 2 and Valorant are great examples of why DisplayPort 2.1 is so important.
Wait, they said 8K at 120 hertz.
Drive 300 to
basically,
800
right?
frames plus frames per second gaming on ultra high refresh rate displays. Now at 4K, the 7900 XTX is the card to get. By turning on max settings in AAA games and using FSR upscaling, you can hit triple-digit performance. It even makes playing competitive esports titles at 4K a real possibility. Hundreds of frames in your games at 4K resolution. Now, I'm not saying that you would, but you could play games with RX 7900 XTX that go beyond today's 8K 60 Hz limits. In Dawn of Ragnarok, the latest expansion to Ubisoft's acclaimed Assassin's Creed Valhalla, with FSR paired with the 7900 XTX, you'll be able to get 96 frames per second at a crisp 8K resolution.
Yeah. Who's gaming at 8K yet?
It's
Come
truly
on.
incredible to see and experience.
Give us 4K numbers too, please.
The RX 7900 series can power the next generation of displays like 8K ultra-wide or high refresh rate 8K displays.
Oh yeah, G-Sync was just... It being locked down was awful.
Compute units,
It set back the adaptive frame rate tech
upscaling
for
technologies
ages.
deliver the performance to power these incredible experiences. A lot of gamers are excited about features like ray tracing in their games. Today, I'm excited to announce that DirectX ray tracing is coming to one of the most popular franchises in the world, Halo Infinite by 343 Industries. Halo Infinite will now support ray trace shadows across arena and big team battle modes, and players with AMD hardware will notice improved lighting, sharper shadows, and increased performance on RX 7000 series platforms.
What's wrong with liking some Ubisoft stuff?
DXR will be available in Season 3, so look for it in your graphics.
I love
settings.
me some R6.
And with the RDNA 3 architecture, real-time ray tracing performance has
I don't like what they do with it most of the time, but I like the
In
game.
Dying Light 2, with ray tracing features turned to the max, the 7900 XTX delivers performance above 60 frames per second with FSR at 4K. Cyberpunk and Hitman 3 also have significant performance uplifts, giving you the performance you need to stay immersed in your game.
Plasma
Today, we're
TV
also
is a
announcing
monitor.
technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol
Yikes.
coming in
I
December.
guess that would have been like the hot
This
thing at
third-person survivor horror
what, the
game
early
developed by
2000s?
Striking Distance Studios features incredible lighting and shadow effects, along with movie-quality textures and animations to set the eerie mood in this sci-fi experience. Ray tracing is used to full effect here, with shadows, translucency, and glossy refractions coming together to capture the most subtle details that create giant leaps in realism. At 4K and higher resolution, the Radeon RX 7900 series is optimized to deliver incredible frame rates to power this experience. Now next, we are also announcing a technical partnership with Luminous Productions and their action RPG, Forspoken, launching in January.
Ooh, is this going to be another good-looking one?
Truly breathtaking visuals and a fully
I've got my
realized
eyes on that Intel
powered by hybrid ray tracing
announcement
for realistic
RPG,
lighting,
because that looked really
shadows
good.
on the characters and environments. Forspoken looks and runs incredibly fast thanks to its implementation of Fidelity FX features, including FSR, variable rate shading, ambient occlusion, and downsampler, all optimized for Radeon. We've worked closely with game studios to optimize for the next generation of games. At Ubisoft, Snowdrop has been in development for over a decade and is one of its most
Is HDR good?
gaming engines.
Or is it like
This is the same engine
only if
utilized
it's really
across
good
a variety of
implementation?
PC and multi-platform
'Cause
titles.
I just recently
From
tried
Mario
HDR
Kart
for the
to
first time
Spark
ever
to
on
Tom Clancy's
Modern Warfare 2,
Division 2.
and
By
it just
the way,
made
one of
everything
my personal
too dark and
favorites,
too bright,
along
and
with the Bullet
it
King.
made it
Play the
less
game, you'll
playable.
know.
I've got a
Today, we're announcing our
CRG9.
partnership with their next generation
It
engine.
should be good
This
HDR.
tech demo is beautifully rendered with global illumination, blur reflections, and shadows in addition
Like,
to other effects.
sure, it might help with
Snowdrop
immersion, but
uses
it's
such
not
as
going to help my
weather
gameplay.
effects and micro detail rendering. We've worked with Ubisoft to add a highly optimized AMD ray tracing implementation that unlocks even smarter ray processing than DXR alone can provide. With high performance ray tracing enabled on a 7900 XTX, we are getting frame rates above 80 frames per second at 4K with FSR2. We're excited to see the
UB and
Snowdrop
EA
engine
are just like
optimized
hand in
for major
hand and
upcoming
trying to
titles,
bring down
including
gaming.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Splinter Cell, and Ubisoft's
Battlefront 2 still makes me like
right?
angry thinking about it.
Let's go, indeed. With the
Sorry,
announcement of Unreal
Battlefront.
Engine 5,
Did I say
a lot of
Battlefield or
gamers, including
Battlefront?
myself,
I don't
are
know.
excited to see what new games and experiences will be created in this popular engine. UE5 is optimized to take full advantage of our unified RDNA 3 compute units with excellent ray tracing.
Yeah, I might get a G9 and make the CRG9
In
my
this
secondary.
UE5 sample, optimized
just
for
because
Radeon,
the
we're able
curve
to
isn't
hit
enough.
average
I need more
60 frames per
curve.
second at 4K with FSR2 enabled. even with resounding success of FSR2, we won't stop there.
See,
I'm excited
they're
to show
bragging
you a
about
preview
60
of a brand new
FPS
version of
in
Fidelity
4K.
FX super resolution technology, appropriately named FSR3. FSR3 combines our best-in-class temporal super resolution technology and our new AMD Fluid Motion Frames technology to deliver more frames per second in your games. Fluid Motion Frames increases FPS when using very demanding settings. FSR3 will provide up to a 2x increase in frames per second at 4K resolution over FSR2, a significant boost across your supported games, and will be coming to PC gamers in 2023.
Wait, they didn't say that they were locking FSR2 to the new cards.
Possible with our brand new generation of gaming cards, I'd like to show you what Sava
Like, DLSS 3 is only 4090.
Standard animation pipeline to build their dark
That's
sci-fi
cool.
fantasy film back in
That could make the 6900 XT like still a really good buy because its prices have been dropping.
Which I wrote and directed Beckoning, and I want to briefly talk about how Unreal Engine 5 and AMD are empowering small teams to create cinema-class animated films. In Unreal Engine 5, Lumen and Nanite shine with the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, allowing us to walk around completely lit environments and characters and to explore the shots. This significantly speeds up the production and enables us to make creative decisions at the speed of thought. You can change the lighting, character or environment placement.
Wait, they're walking around something that isn't fully rendered?
This amount of speed and flexibility is unprecedented.
That's kind of cool.
In traditional animation pipelines, and is one of the main reasons why I personally believe producing feature-length animation with smaller teams is now a reality. And when it comes to high-fidelity output, the FSR Movie Render Queue plugin upscales the final frame rendering to 4K or even 8K. CG animation has never been as fast and as fun.
Pretty cool. By the way, in reviewing that video, it sure does make it look easy to create a new movie, doesn't it? But it does. I don't think it is.
It looked like a pretty slim card, at least compared to modern cards.
GPUs. First of all, they are easy to upgrade into your existing gaming rig. They feature industry-leading enthusiast GPU support for next-generation displays.
Like, look how easy it is to install, unlike this other one that you need a new case and an adapter cable for.
And of course, comes with up to 24 gigabytes of memory to drive the next generation of games and advanced workloads. All of our innovations enable the 7900 XTX to
wait, FSR is compatible to Vega?
Of up to 1.7 times faster for
wow. Yeah, no. AMD's openness on stuff is awesome.
RX 7900 series powers the next generation of gaming and streaming experiences. Frank?
NVIDIA still won't give me production or business, like the work data center, not the creativity drivers, not the gaming drivers for 3090. Which is why there's still some tasks that a Titan RTX is faster at than a 3090.
I'm excited to be here with you guys today. It's just been so long since we've been able to all be together and to do this the way it deserves to be done, right? In person and just with all these incredible games and visuals behind us. What do you guys think about the new graphics cards? Awesome, right? Don't worry, Scott's going to come back and tell you when you're going to be able to get them and what they're going to be priced at, okay? I promise. But they're incredible graphics cards. But you know what's even more incredible is that at AMD, you get more than just a great graphics card. We're committed to building the absolute best gaming, creating, and streaming experiences. I'm going to share with you today a little bit about some of our latest developments of how we're pulling it all together to bring you the next generation of PCs. Great hardware, as you've seen today, deserves great software. And AMD Adrenalin.
I mean, okay, AMD drivers have a history of being kind of
potential of your powered system. We're committed to bringing.
I mean, come on.
Software.
The NVIDIA drivers right now cause massive flickering in
state-of-the-art features and next-level
massive flickering in Modern Warfare 2,
as well as streaming and for creating. If you're not already familiar with AMD Adrenalin, let me catch you up real quickly to what you've been missing.
Like constant crashing, flickering, and everything. You have to roll back to a previous driver to play the game well.
Plus monitor your stats and performance across all the games on your system, all from one home screen. You can customize your Radeon settings for each game, as well as record and stream those games right from within the UI.
I love that this is basically
You
the
can even turn
same
your system
as
into its own
combining
personal
GeForce
game
Experience
server.
and
Connect
the
your
GeForce,
tablet, or another Windows PC to play your games remotely from anywhere.
like the
And of
NVIDIA
course,
control panel.
You can take
It's like
full
just
control
combining those.
over your AMD graphics card.
The overclocking
and
settings are pretty
your Ryzen
solid though.
CPU, and tune them for maximum performance and efficiency. Adrenaline, it's simply awesome. But there's probably two things.
If the
that I love
7900
most
XTX is
about Adrenaline.
$1,000,
It's the fact
it's-
that
that's a buy.
all these features
That's
are within
straight up a
one
buy.
UI. And second, it's a completely unlocked experience, meaning we don't force you to create an account. You're not going to be monitored by us. You're not going to be tracked. You can just access all these features. You can customize your system to your content.
Man, I used to mess with memory timings in 2018 when I was mining. RX 480, you dump the firmware, tweak the drivers, re-upload them and stuff. That was kind of fun.
Some of the
It's really fun.
you can expect from the next version of Adrenaline. Existing features like Radeon Super Resolution, Radeon Boost, and anti-lag
Oh, well,
are
yeah.
huge
I don't think
performance
anybody was
multipliers.
saying 1,000.
But let's be honest, most of us don't want to have to learn about each new feature, how it works, which games it works
There's
on.
nothing
which
wrong with
features work
GeForce
best with one another.
Experience.
When we
It has a
finally get the
quality
time to sit
overlay,
down
it's
and
got video recording, and it helps you keep your drivers up to date.
And I want to play. So we
Like,
heard you.
there's nothing wrong with it.
To
It's just,
simplify all this, we're
unneeded.
introducing Hyper RX mode.
but I do kind of like
Hyper
it.
RX, we've redeveloped these performance boosting technologies to all work.
I mostly just
together
use it for
at
the
the
overlay
same
because the
time,
MSI Afterburner overlay is kind of annoying.
and giving you a
Oh yeah,
one-click
dude.
experience
So what,
to
spyware? Like
improve
everything,
frame rate
everybody knows
and
everything.
latency. In the game Dying Light 2,
Google has a freaking friends network
give you an
of me.
example. The game
Like if I
Dying Light 2
click on something, like if I search something up in YouTube
with
and
Hyper
click a
RX,
video, it will get recommended to my closest
with
friends the
1/3
same
of
day.
the latency. It's incredible.
Like everything knows everything.
So look forward to Hyper RX coming out early next year, and you can experience it yourself. All right, so let's talk about what are we doing to help improve your recording and your streaming experience. OBS, as many of you know, is the leading video recording and live streaming platform out there, and it's used by some of the world's most successful and popular streamers. Well, we've partnered with OBS to improve video streaming quality across all bit rates. on
I
Radeon
swear I have
RX
dreamed
6000
about something and woken up and YouTube recommends it to me.
Additionally, with the new
I know that's
RDNA
impossible, but I
media
swear
engine,
it's happened
everything
multiple
with hardware
times.
encoding.
Something that I haven't even thought about in years. I'll wake up having had a dream about it, and then boom.
In this example, we're looking at a recorded image of
Insane.
Halo, captured with OBS.
Wait,
on
AMD's
Radeon
getting NVENC?
7900 XTX graphics card. Both
Awesome.
images were captured at the same 3.5 megabit per second bit rate. As you can see behind me, the
I know
quality of the scene and the
it's
text in it is visibly
AI stuff
But with
going
the
on,
addition
but like
of our
crazy.
AV1 hardware encoding, updated pre-analysis and pre-filtering algorithms, plus our OBS optimizations, the playback quality substantially improves, providing a clear, sharp, and a smooth viewing experience. Additionally, with Xilinx AI and content adaptive machine learning technology, we've integrated that into the AMD framework, and it's been
Yeah,
trained to
no,
learn,
Intel
predict,
AV1, like
target
people are really
context
hyped about
and
the,
menus,
that
making it
encoding.
legible again,
It's apparently
especially
really
at
good.
bit rates and resolutions up to 1080p. The new AMD RDNA 3 media engine reaches beyond streaming, though. With our dedicated AV1 hardware processing, video
Yeah,
encoding
survivorship
is
bias
up to
probably
70
kicking in.
times faster than software, even at ultra high resolution.
Still, it makes me uncomfortable though.
Support for the RDNA 3 media engine will be available across applications like Adobe Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, Handbrake, and in upcoming releases of OBS. And then for video creators,
Yeah, there's lots of people running Plex servers that are really excited about how cheap the AV1 encoding is for like the 380 or no, the A380 or whatever.
Smart Access Video works with select applications when you pair the Ryzen 7000 series with the new Radeon 7000 series. And unlike other platforms that can really only make use of either your CPU or your GPU's video compression engines, Smart Access Video distributes the encoding and decoding workloads across both your Ryzen CPU and your Radeon graphics card's video compression.
What data removal
namely
tool?
faster 4K and 8K editing. And when it comes to batch
Like
transcoding,
on your PC or
Smart Access
to help
Video
you take stuff off the
reduces
internet?
parallel transcoding times by nearly 1/3. Smart Access Video will be available across applications like OBS, Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, and more starting in December. So next, let me share with you how we're bringing all these technologies and all this greatness together for you into our AMD Advantage solutions. So when we first introduced Advantage laptops, we raised the bar of what defines just a great portable gaming experience. And Advantage laptops have been carefully designed and developed with our partners.
That's not as unlikely as you would think, Big Buck. A lot of new development and stuff are all like the exact same layout and junk. And if they come pre-furnished, you'd have the same appliances in every single house in a couple of massive neighborhoods in the area.
Maybe don't have the time, the experience, or the will to do so right now. We've applied the great AMD Advantage.
I mean, in my area, I just bought a house, a small one. It's an old mill home from like 1900.
Several leading system integrators to
The appraiser was like, "This is the greatest thing ever," because he loves doing mill houses because the layout of every single one is the same, or at least the bones of it. And there's tens of thousands of them in my state, all with the same layout.
You saw here today from the 7900 XTX. Well, that's what you can expect with Advantage desktop systems. It starts by pairing our Ryzen 9 processor and our Radeon XTX graphics card. Then we amplify that performance with our smart technologies, including Smart Access Memory and Smart Access Video.
So
as well as the
pre-built.
full feature
This is
set of
great.
front-end software, including Radeon Super Resolution, AMD Noise Suppression, HyperRX, and more. But Advantage goes even further than that by ensuring every component, from the motherboard to the NVMe drives to the memory, the power supply, all the rest, they all work seamlessly together, and they're all tuned for maximum performance with every design and quality metric followed. Next, we focus on each system delivering its full graphics potential. We know that peak visual quality and performance is incredibly important to gamers. So Advantage
Yeah, that is
desktops
kind
are
of weird.
designed, reliably powered,
But I mean, you've walked through your house with your phone out.
they deliver on the highest resolution.
Google probably has a 3D model of the entire inside of your house.
And it all comes together when you pair them with one of the over 2,500 AMD FreeSync monitors available, allowing you to experience the most demanding games at their smoothest and highest settings. And of course,
Yeah, they haven't given us any charts yet. It's really annoying.
with a full configuration of premium components, all tuned and tested reliably to give you maximum performance every.
Honestly, I'm totally down for
We're
pre-built
really excited
sold
to
by
work with all of these
AMD,
partners on bringing you the first generation of Advantage.
as long as they can do them well.
It's been awesome.
Oh,
to
actually,
be able
nope.
to
It looks like
today.
they're just working with other people.
Moment. Thank you so much for your
They're
time.
builders. That's kind of dumb.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, are you ready? All right, what an incredible day of announcements that will transform the future of graphics in games.
Are you on
AMD Radeon
AMD
7900
Big Buck?
series. Built for extreme performance to drive 4K and 8K high refresh rate gaming monitors, powered by the world's most advanced gaming graphics architecture, RDNA 3. Here we go. Starting December 13th,
You should check out
2022,
that.
you'll be able to
It's
purchase the
you can basically get a
7900
download of all of the data that you've ever generated for Google. It's actually really cool.
The world's fastest gaming card under $1,000.
I got a bunch of old pictures that I thought I'd lost with a dead phone.
XT for $899.
Yep.
$999.
The $999 is right. Now, what are the AIBs gonna do? Because the 6900 XT launched at $1,000 on the reference. Power Color had a $3,000 one, 3 times the reference price. So, reference price is not necessarily indicative of where all of the AIBs will be. Oh, and there's an Amazon takeout too. There you go, Big Buck. Request all your personal information and junk. which is actually kind of cool also for me because I got all my Amazon Alexa activation like audio clips, and I actually found quite a few of my dad, so it's kind of cool because he had died like a few months prior, so that was neat. I mean, this isn't disappointing. It's not a massive jump, but 1.5x is pretty solid. I mean, the jump for 10 to 20 series was way worse. Oh, the Gigabyte kit? Yeah, give me a sec. Wait, it's out of stock. Sorry. Here's the link where it was, though. Yeah. I mean, it was a really cool kit, because, I mean, it's the whole stealth vibe, where it's got the power connectors on the back of the card. It's the one LTT reviewed the other day. Not the other day, it was like a couple of months back. Yeah, like, once you get it together, it's totally cable-free in the front area, so it looks really cool. That's the pricing if you can actually get it on AMD Vermelis. From what they were buying or what they were saying, or pictures and stuff. The reference is $600 cheaper, but just be aware if it's anything like last generation, the AIB pricing will be absurd, 2 to 3 times the reference price. I don't think they can get away with that this time because of how stringent pricing and stuff is, but yeah. Oh, yeah, we could pump Q-Buster. Give me a sec. Real quick. Here is the Q-Buster tool that we used on AMD during their queuing sessions. It basically just brute forces entry times. It's a freaking awesome tool. Yeah. Gets you really low time so you can get in and check out quick. I believe we've dropped it down to $20 a month at the moment. Oh, big bug, yeah. Like, nuh-uh. That's why you use incognito mode and don't just ask questions. America's Funniest Home Videos, exposing your kids' deepest, darkest Alexa questions. Yeah, that was interesting. They didn't really have any graphs or anything or any actual comparisons to their competitor. It doesn't really bother me that much, Cargo, because I'm currently dealing with issues with the NVIDIA driver until they update it. Jensen's got style, that doesn't make him our ally. Ouch. That's a little harsh. Oh goodness, Johnny Depp is trending on Twitter again. How many years do you think that's gonna last? His leather jacket cost more than probably your entire wardrobe, man. I was looking at like really nice leather jackets at one point in time. I think it was in like high school. I couldn't afford jackets, but I like to look at them. Same like I like to look at Zillow stuff.
Is your laptop old?
What in the world?
Download Chrome and make it snappy. Are you trying?
What are we doing?
Bye bye Windows.
Goodness. Okay. But yeah, so I was looking at these leather jackets, right? I found one that's got like baby seal leather. Like, is that legal? I mean, it was a really nice leather jacket, but I was kind of like, It was also like $5,000, which, I mean, I couldn't afford at that point in time. Yeah, go ahead and get that off the screen, because that is horrifying. But yeah, so 7900 XTX with a 13900K. I mean, that'd be a good pairing. I mean, you could also go with AMD CPUs. They seem to be pretty solid. Wait, really? I thought I know AMD GPUs are better for COD. I would think that AMD CPUs would be better too, right? Interesting. Is that which GPU is that with though, Cheddar? Does AMD CPU do better with an AMD GPU? Uh, it's a lot harder to provide commentary over Gamers Nexus video and have it feel like fair use and stuff. Because they're like a small business and they don't like to deal with that kind of stuff. Oh wait, I wonder how many employees LTT has now. Do you think they still are a small business? Because isn't that like anything under 50 employees? Core. There's no way that they're still using really old base framework though, Big Buck. Like that would be insane. Oh, 80? Okay, so I guess they're not technically a small business anymore, though I guess Canada might also have different regulations on what counts as a small business. Yeah, Steve does have a very forceful presence. Yeah, there's two different ones, XTX and XT. I mean, he's doing fairly good for himself, Trick or Treat. And once you get established, it seems to be a pretty steady business talking about new stuff. I mean, even given Jay's 2 cents. I know, like, his content has just kind of become trash now, but it's been a long time. And he's still going. He's probably still continuing to grow. I don't know. His old stuff was really good, and now it's just, I don't know. He's just, and like all of his videos are just messing around and stuff. He's not. It feels like it's meant to be 100% entertainment. It's not really anything helpful. The problem with that, Ryzen, reviews and stuff are a little expensive to do, especially like hardware and stuff. What's your Discord name, JR? Like, that can get pretty expensive pretty quick, and it would not likely end up profitable. The Miata is actually in the hands of somebody else now. I finally got a buddy to take it off me for 500 bucks. He still doesn't have a title yet because I had to order a replacement title. We turned the house upside down in the process of moving and stuff and couldn't find the title. My mom's like, I probably gave it to you. And I'm like, you wouldn't have done that. You know I would have lost it if you'd given it to me. I got that thing when I was, like, senior year of high school. That would have been the first real paperwork I would have had to keep track of in my life. It's getting a better life, V4. It already can do power slides again. And before, it couldn't move under its own power. Hey now, I sometimes don't get carded anymore. Mostly only at restaurants, but yeah. Miatas are awesome. I just, you lose the motivation to drive a Miata when your hair is long enough that driving with your hair down, like your hair down and the top down, means it's going to be 6 hours of combing your hair when you get home. That kind of puts a damper on the fun. Yeah, oh yeah. It's all over your face. You get hair in your lungs because it hits your mouth and you end up inhaling it and it crawls all the way down into your lung and then you're pulling it out and you get to feel it coming all the way up your throat again. Yeah, hair in the face is not fun. Okay, let me check you out. Oh, yes, it's been a little while. Give me a second to look at things. Sure, why not? By the way, for anybody in stream who is not in the Discord, there's the Discord link. I'll just go ahead and put the proper link down for normal people that don't need a custom link. I mean, I'm not a fan of most of the Mazda stuff. I just think that their design philosophy and stuff with the Miatas are awesome. And again, every single car manufacturer now is just going SUVs and massive trucks, and it's just awful. Bring back small vehicles. You got the Datsun pickup, the Mighty Max pickup, Miatas, vehicles that had a small road presence. Everything now is freaking huge. Oh, come on, you know you would love an RX-7. Get you a big RX-7. Or no, get you an RX-7 and put on a big turbo. Rotaries love boost. Was that text for real? I don't really buy it, Vanity. Wait, it's like actually real. Treasure truck has ended? No. Oh well. Not that big a loss. Oh, Amazon's got a smartwatch now? Or, I mean, a fitness tracker? Y'all see that? Look at that bad boy. $60. Heart rate, sleep score, blood oxygen. Pretty cool. Now, I am holding out for a Mi Band, because the Mi Band with GPS should be coming out pretty soon. And I think that one's going to be awesome. Mi Band, was it? Mi Band GPS. Mi Band 8? Yeah, dude, the Mi Band is freaking awesome. And once they get into the US market, they're only like $60, $65 for that much, like, awesomeness. I've been on board with the Mi Band since I think the third one that didn't have a screen even. It just had vibration for notifications and stuff. It was awesome. Yeah, I should probably shut up now and yeah. Bye, Big Buck. I don't care about Google having all my data. I know that's a thing. That is something I can do literally nothing about. That is just the way the world works now. I'm not an idealist like my dad. So, yeah, I've got my Alexa, I've got my Alexa TV, I've got smart lights and everything. All down for it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and go. The Twitch stream will keep going. The YouTube stream will be cutting off. If you want to hang out on Twitch for the RTX stuff, there's the link. Yeah.